One of the strangest things in modern public life is that people can read the same research and come to utterly different conclusions. Especially when the topic is emotional, especially when the stakes are high, and especially when children are involved. So, let me present an important question to you. How do scientific reports about social media and adolescent mental health end up recommending different policies even when they examine similar research? And the answer in part is synthesis. Not the existence of evidence, the handling of it. See, there are three major public reports on this particular issue. And what the World Happiness Report found is remarkable. They cited broadly similar kinds of studies but shared almost no overlap in the actual sources they used. Less than 1%. Think about that. Three influential reports, similar subject, similar evidence landscape, nearly entirely different supporting material. This is not just a technical curiosity. This has consequences because how evidence is selected, how it is summarized, how accurately it is cited, how clearly uncertainty is acknowledged, and how boldly conclusions are stated. All of these shapes public understanding. And once public understanding is shaped, policy follows, which means that weak or selective synthesis can lead not only to confusion, but also to bad decisions. And these bad decisions in this field are very, very costly. Overreact and you may create ineffective or harmful policy. Underreact and you may leave young people exposed to real risk. So what's the lesson over here? It's not that science is broken. It is that science requires discipline, humility, and transparency. And perhaps above all, a willingness to say, this field is complicated. Here is what we know, here is what we don't know. And here is how confident we should actually be. This is not weakness, this is actually academic and scientific integrity. We live in a culture that rewards certainty far too quickly. People like sharp conclusions, clear headlines, confident sound bites. But some of the most honest and useful scientific sentences begin with, it depends. The evidence is mixed. We need more precision. We should be careful. That is not indecision, it is intellectual maturity. And in a world where technology moves faster than public understanding, rigorous evidence synthesis becomes a moral responsibility. Because when scientists speak with authority, they borrow public trust. And that trust must be earned not with volume, not with confidence, but with care, concern, and compassion. So perhaps the challenge before us is not only to ask what is social media doing to young people, it is also to ask, are we being honest enough, careful enough, and rigorous enough in the way we answer?